Good morning. So it feels like Christmas. Closing on the house today. Be doing some yard work, some clean out, and just taking an overall checklist of what needs to be done over the next couple of years. So pretty excited. Didn't get much sleep last night, and hoping today goes well. Taking the bus up there and the truck. Have a bunch of tools. Stay the weekend, and looking real forward to it. We depart for the closing for our Aronac County second home.
Say yes, sure.
Safe travels. Godspeed to us. Turning on our street. Conrad Road. It's pretty exciting. This is the maiden voyage for Abbott Acre. Howdy, neighbor. Nobody knows what to expect with the bus. Got our own little piece of pristine, heavenly acre. Pay no attention to the neighbors. Got some good neighbors around here. Here's got 40 acres. That's our neighbor across the street. Nicest house on the block for now. Here's our little piece of heaven. At least it will be heaven. Welcome home. Yeehaw! What do you think, Big Sherm? We're home. We're home, buddy. Home away from home. What do you say, Belle? You want to get this tour? Our new home. With our new home.
You too.
So we just bought this house and they're leaving me to clean up all of this mess. Sherm's gonna stay with me.
No, he's coming.
Yeah, we need to blast some country music around here.
Dude, I was at like 50
Dang.
jamming.
Love you, girls.
Love
Have a
you.
safe trip to house number 1.
To go get Gabe to swap truck.
To come
him
to house
tool. See, you're not getting
3
left alone. He's coming
and
back.
stay in house 2.
Yes.
This being house 2.
This
This
is
being
also
house
a
3.
house. Kind of.
Yeah, this is like house
This is house half.
2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2.75.
What the fuck,
You
dude?
got it. You're opening
Hey,
it the
the
wrong
language.
way.
Jeez. And they out the dough. Time to do some work. Let's do it, Sherm. I love this place already. big guy. What's that, Sharon? Turtle? It's a nice turtle, huh? No. I don't think you've ever seen a turtle before, have you? What is that? You nice. No, 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 no. It's gonna bite you. Nope. Nope. We've got coffee brewing. And this is the first sunrise at Abbott Acre. Got a lot of yard work done yesterday. And needs quite a bit still. Gobble, gobble. Yeah, snapping turtle. There you go, bud. I don't want to run you over. The bus. And now for a well-deserved break and a dip in the river. Good morning, Sherm. It's been raining since about 4 o'clock. It's been about 4 weeks without rain, so it really needs it. But it's dampening my efforts on yard work. I know it's only 6 a.m., but I wanted to get started. But I'll enjoy my nice rainy morning in bed. The snapping turtle likes to hang around. We gotta watch this big guy. So we've moved operations into the garage. We have our fancy garage door overlapping the truck, so Sharon can be dry and safe and comfy. This is shop central. Windows are now boarded up. And waiting for the boys to wake up so we can get some breakfast going. We got 2 leaks in the garage. Ran it since 4 a.m. It's been about 4 hours. There's one. That's the bad one. And another one over here. terrible. This is literally a gouge, so that's to be expected. Anybody home? Okay, here's an updated tour after securing the facility better. Everything was already good in here as far as critters being able to get in. This window is, sealed but broken on the one pane. This one, I took down all the other boards that were holding it together. I put one solid piece up. Everything's good to go on this one. I great stuff all the gaps in this door that did not fit in the deadbolt that didn't exist, so nothing can fly in and out of there. This room is fairly secure. Windows intact. This one, the window's intact. This one had a broken pane, so I just blocked out the bottom of the inside to not make it look so janky on the outside. In addition, same thing for the bathroom. I found a method to use the toilet, even though the toilet doesn't fill, it dumps. So you can fill that in the kitchen sink, fill up the toilet, and then flush. So it's a way that's usable for now. Over here, the windows were secure. I just had to close this one. It's a slight gap, but no big deal. Nothing in the hallway. And this bedroom had a similar thing going on. This was like a Grove tint exhaust. Window was busted out, so I patched that one up. This one was closed already. Do some great stuff on the bottom of that. Hopefully it'll close the gap a little bit so mice can't get in. There's some great stuff all the way around. No critters. It's covered. Dryer's covered. Cat door's covered. Covered all this in. Huge open wide gaps. No leaks in the basement from the rain, which is very nice. Covered this window up, and then great stuff the inside. This window was the only one that was intact in the basement. This one I covered up and great stuffed. That one's covered on both sides, so not great stuff in that. Over here, covered this one up, great stuffed it, the inside and the outside. And this one's covered inside and out. I'm not pulling that right now. Not opening that ball of wax. Here's our water heater. Obviously not in commission at all. Scary even to look at. The well pump is plugged in. It is pumping. We have water in the kitchen, cold water. Smells pretty heavily of sulfur and minerals. So we're gonna get that tested, make sure we're all good. I'm gonna turn this off before we leave, as well as most, if not all, the power. I might leave one light on upstairs to just discourage squatters or whatever until the next time I can get back. And here's their heat source. This is an old wood burning. Piped into the chimney stack that goes up. There is evidence that they did have a furnace before. There's some piping on the floor, as you can see. There's still some duct work and registers in place, so might have a little bit of salvageability. Another ductwork here going up to a bedroom. I think there's another one over here. Yep. And the plumbing isn't just horrible shape. I mean, you got just jank upon jank upon jank. And it's like covered with regular plastic tape. Some of the valves and stuff. The toilet seems to be connected, but I don't know if the valve is broke or what. I'm not gonna mess with it because I don't want to spring a leak. Leave everything as it is right now. Denny told me that the septic field is pretty bad and he's gonna need to be redone. There was a pool that was covering, a pool tarp that was covering the septic field. So I'm probably gonna go grab a tarp and just, hopefully a green tarp, and cover this, make sure that it doesn't like back flood in. I don't think that it could. It would have to back way up and come up somewhere, but this would be probably the lowest point right here. But I don't anticipate that being happening. So sump pump works. I plugged it in, but I think it just runs constantly. It's not like a trip where where it just notices how much water's in there and pumps. But that was going out the window here. I rediverted that out this hole. And I'm gonna leave that unplugged, so hopefully we won't get any flooding. But if we do, I can send that out to the drain field. So here's the basement. There's another 220. I don't know what the hell that's feeding. Clearly they were growing weed at least here, probably some mushrooms. And then I was also told by Denny it was straight up meth house. So be looking up, you know, some things and what the dangers of old meth houses will have, chemicals or whatever. Got quite a bit of junk here still to get out. Garbage can. So I'm still excited. There's a lot of work to do, but it's a cool place, and it's gonna need a lot of work to make it great, but a long-term game plan. You can see our garage doors up on the truck now. It's pretty awesome. More junk. At least the yard looks a little better out front and around. Okay, reporting live from Abbott Acre. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, so here's the attic. Some junk left up here still, but relatively spacious. Might actually be able to make something out of this space eventually, but still quite a bit of insulation up here, albeit pretty jacked up. Fan works. Had that on yesterday, or maybe I heard it running. Yeah. No leaks in the roof that I can see, which is another huge plus. Got enough problems to deal with without having to mess with this roof right now. But both attic vents are sealed up, and I don't think there's any way anything can get in here, so yeah. So that is the report from the attic. It's been raining all morning. Shermie doesn't want to come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my trusty umbrella and give a tour. So outside window there has been great stuff, been sealed. Got a door jamb seal there. Both basement windows on this side have been sealed up. The wiring from that old Exceed dish has been cut away, removed. All the satellite dishes and antennas were taken off this pole. Freaking mess. Trim this tree up. Did trimming around all the trees with extra long grass on it. Remove the power wheels, four-wheeler from the tire. Well, here comes Jeremy. Hey, bud. It's raining. We whipped all this stuff. Sealed up that window. Another basement door, all filled in. Sealed up that basement door. There's some more junk here. There's the septic field that Denny was talking about being jacked up. I don't know what this is all about, but not looking forward to that. No idea. But the house is sealed. Both those windows have been sealed up inside. Hey, bud. Maybe in the rain, huh? So these are both apple trees, and they're both producing apples. I don't know what kind they are. But this one I took the liberty of cleaning all this brush away from around it and got it all cut and cleaned up. It looked like a disaster. Similar to that one back there. All this wood is going to need to be burnt. The property line's cut a little bit big. And over here, this raised area, I don't know if this was like an old barn or the first generation of this house. Back when. It's all been cut down. I wanted to weed whip it, but obviously the rain is delaying my efforts a bit. This will probably be our burn pile. The junk will be put away with the other stuff for a dumpster. This actually cleaned up pretty nice for the most part. This used to be an old garden. I did find some rhubarb in there and some asparagus, but I just mowed it all down. It was like, can't save it. So a lot of these sucker trees, those are gonna have to get put down. I don't know exactly what we're gonna keep over there. More wood. Gonna have to burn all this stuff, but once it gets burned and out of here, be able to mow this down appropriately and keep it looking neater. And a couple pine trees. Again, our property line's cut a little bit far back because our neighbor was kind of pissed off about it, but what can you do? It actually starts about right here. We're looking at, property there, property line. The utility trailer, not in the best shape, but I got a hitch that I think is going to fit it. So this should probably work out pretty good. Just dragging it around with the truck to pick up some junk and bring it back over here. Not in the greatest shape, but mosquitoes are out because the rain, I guess, brought them back to life. All the trees were like super long with the rain, or with the grass around them. So it's been nice to get them all trimmed down. The mascot here, I don't know what's going on here. took a thorough saging to this entire property and the house. All the negative energies we needed out of here. All this juju. More wood. More wood. Head back over here. Show you the back of the house. So this window was completely open on the basement. That's been sealed up. Great stuff in that hole there. It's one of the windows I patched up, that cat door from the back. Pulled the vine down. It was like all grown up into the gutter and stuff. Just get that off the house. We'd whipped all this. Dryer vents sealed up. More wood to burn. Junk. I'm trying to keep it behind this makeshift fence wall, whatever the fuck this is. Sherman, come here. Come here. More holes in windows boarded up on the outside. This is the back. Nobody sees it here, but I got some tires to remove. God knows what the hell is going on here. More freaking wood to burn. Pallets. I didn't get the rest of the weed whipping done yesterday. I ran out of time. More wood, more junk, more tires. Broken window needs to be tossed. Glass. More wood to burn, more junk. But couldn't do any burning this weekend because there was a red flag warning. Because there's been no rain. But, you know, the day I'm leaving, we get rain. But this garage door is going to have to be done. There's a camper awning right now that's attached in the garage to account for the lack of the garage door. So that'll get done soon. Here's my sleeping quarters in Dark Star. And yeah, that's the outside tour. Thanks for joining. I found another friend. That's a big old garter snake. Go the other way. Just leave him alone. Here's our septic. Pretty nasty. Get more snakes. Garter snake. I don't know what the fuck this one is. Water moccasin or something. It's not a rattler, but almost stay clear. All right. A little bit of work on the septic here. At least it's green instead of pool blue. But it looks really bad under there. It's just a couple boards. You're gonna have to have someone come out and give a quote. The septic and the well are the ones I was afraid of. So, but we're getting this place cleaned up. Ain't gonna happen overnight. I packed up all the junk that I can get. It's behind this makeshift fence, so hopefully neighbors don't continue to hate this property owner, which is now us. So we'll get to it with the dumpster as soon as we're able.